Hey guys, welcome to the Refinement. So I got into a little bit of a sticky situation and I was almost banned from reselling a certain brand. Now I really want to talk about this because there's a lot of confusion over what you can and cannot resell. And in this video, I want to go over which brands to avoid and exactly why these companies come after resellers. So please smash the like button, consider subscribing. We'll see you inside. Let's get straight into it. The brand that we're talking about is Patagonia. So I'm gonna go over a specific circumstance that happened to me while I was in the store. And I wanna talk about the difference between a branded store, an authorized third-party seller, a gray market, which is what resellers mostly do, and then a black market. So these terms are really important when you're a reseller because they apply to you. You need to understand the difference because it affects the price that you can sell the item for. So this is the juicy part. It starts with me walking around the Patagonia store looking for clearance items. So as I was going through the store, I was looking for items that were at least 50% off, then it would be good for resale. So I was checking comps, I was looking at what styles sell the best, and I noticed right away that the manager started following me around. This is a manager wearing plain clothes. It was really obvious that she worked for the store. So I said, if you like, you can move this stuff behind the cashier, and when I'm ready to check out, we can buy it all together. This is a regular Patagonia store, so I didn't think that there was any type of reselling or limit to the items that I could buy. So at the very end, when I was trying to check out, the manager was very, very clear. She actually said, I will let you buy all of these items. It was around 300 items, but you will most likely be banned for life from all Patagonia in North America. Now, that's interesting because why only North America? Maybe I was banned from North America, but I could shop in the UK. It is kind of funny that she was that specific. On the Patagonia website, it actually says you can't buy from the brand forever anywhere. So it's interesting that she was very specific about me not being able to buy in North America. It was a little bit scary, and she said I could buy all those items, but then I probably would be banned. So this is interesting because she said, it's okay if you want, I'll take these areas back to the dressing room area and you can pick which items you want for personal use and I'll let you buy those no problem and you will not be banned, but you cannot buy Patagonia items to resell. Now I have their actual policy here, which is there a limit to how many items I can purchase on Patagonia.com? This is the website, but it's actually the same in person. You can only buy 9 items that are the same at once and no more than 30 in one order. So if you buy more than that, they have to split it up into multiple orders and you have to confirm that it is for personal use or a gift for others. You can't resell it and you can't put a company logo on it. As you guys remember, Patagonia actually stopped putting corporate logos on their vests. You know, I live in Silicon Valley. It was really common for finance people here to wear a Patagonia branded company vest, but they're no longer doing that because they don't want to be associated with other companies and they're really, really conscious of their involvement in the community. So Patagonia is a really interesting brand. So this lady actually sat down with me and went over the difference between the different markets. So she is an authorized dealer from the brand. It's a branded store. Store says Patagonia out front. That's all they sell. So that is a legit, straight from the manufacturer deal. These types of stores command generally full MSRP. So the jacket's $100, it costs $100. They can get it. They have all the credentials. They can offer the full warranty. And that's what the lady said. We offer the full warranty when you buy here, basically for life. If something happens to your Patagonia piece, we will try and repair it here. One of our mottos is, if it's broke, fix it. Bring in your jacket, bring in your sweater. We'll try to repair it so that it doesn't go into a landfill. That's like Patagonia's stance. But she also continued to explain to me an authorized dealer like REI. I don't know if you guys have REI where you live, but Nordstrom also carries Patagonia sometimes. Other brands do carry Patagonia, and Patagonia will still honor the warranty if they are an authorized dealer. So an authorized dealer is a company that has permission from the brand to resell the item. And those third-party retailers like REI, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, when they resell the items, they typically don't get as much as the branded themselves. So typically, if you're selling it and buying it from a third party, you're not going to get full retail like the actual branded store. So that's important to understand. You go branded, and the next is third party. Now I want to talk about what resellers do. So we operate in the gray market, and the gray market is defined as a market employing irregular but not illegal methods, especially a market that legally circumvents authorized channels of distribution to sell goods at prices lower than intended by the manufacturer. So when you buy goods as a third party dealer from a manufacturer with permission, they give you what's called MAP pricing, which means you have to sell at a certain price. But if you buy the item for yourself, personal use, there is no MAP pricing. You can sell it at whatever you want. If you want to resell Patagonia at $1 and you are covered by the first sale doctrine, which means once you own something that you can resell it. But that doesn't mean that brands like it. There's actually a few things that brands do to try to prevent gray market sellers. I just want to reiterate that it's not illegal to sell items on the gray market, but that doesn't mean that brands like it. There's a lot of things they do to actually prevent people from reselling their goods, starting with just banning you from their store. So if you were to resell a large number of items from Patagonia or Patagonia.com, you can pretty much guarantee that they would ban you for life. Also, third-party stores can also ban you, like Target is pretty notorious for banning resellers if they place too many orders of the same thing, or if they coupon stack or take advantage of customer rewards, they will probably ban you for life. So that's their first step of recourse, is to not let you buy the goods in the first place. Second step is they may reach out to the platform like eBay or Poshmark or Mercari or Amazon and tell the platform, we don't want our goods on this platform, or this person is selling fakes, or this person is selling unauthorized copies. And most likely the brand that is the platform will just end your listings or issue a warning like, please don't sell these items in the future. If that happens to you, I recommend you never sell that brand or those goods again, because it's not worth jeopardizing your account over just a couple of items. So I recommend just listening to them. They can also write you a pretty scary letter from their legal team saying, hey, we will prosecute you if you continue to sell these. But it's also important to understand, not illegal to sell these goods. You can do whatever you want, but again, within reason, and it's not worth jeopardizing your selling account by keep selling items that they ask you not to. Another thing that they can do is actually damage out the goods. So a popular brand like Free People might actually cut out all the clothing tags inside the garment so that you don't know what brand it is. It's pretty common for brands to do this because they don't want the items ending back at the store. And that's the conversation that I had with the Patagonia manager. She said, what I don't want is, one, resellers bringing in all these items that they couldn't sell, returning it all back at the store, and now I have to burden all of my employees with that. Secondary, somebody buys this from you on eBay or another platform and they bring it in because it's damaged. I don't know what you did with the item before, so we can't honor that. And that's not good for our brand. Somebody buys a $100 Patagonia jacket, take it to our store. We can't fix it because they bought it on eBay. It's not a good feeling for anyone. So we don't want to put the customers in that situation. And that's why we're so strict against resellers. She was trying to explain to me why they have that policy. Now I want to talk about what's not allowed and you cannot resell. This is called the black market. So this is either stolen goods or illegal goods like selling endangered animals. That is not allowed. Now, one part of the black market that sort of makes it obvious is when it sells for several times more than what just a normal one would sell for. So black market stuff usually commands a super duper premium, and that stuff is illegal to sell. You cannot do it. It operates outside of the normal economy, usually off the books. So the government wouldn't be able to tax it or track it. So this is stuff that is a definite no-no, but it's not related to what resellers normally do, which is just operating in the gray market. So my conclusion from doing all these different methods of reselling is, if you can stay in the pre-owned category, you can scale and make a really healthy business just selling 20 to 30 pre-owned items every single day and avoiding all these headaches. You can get something at a thrift store or garage sale for between $1 and $10 and flip that for $20 to $50 and make sometimes 200, 300% on your money. And what that means is you turn $10 into $20 or $30 profit. That's pretty common when you're selling pre-owned items. The opposite is true when you're buying brand new items. To give you guys an example, me reselling Patagonia, I'm actually only looking to make $10 profit every $50 that I spend, which is only a 20% margin. And the reason why I was hoping to do that is because there's a lot less preparation and testing and grading when the items are brand new. And if you can get 10 of the same item, then it's just one listing for 10 different items. But again, it comes with its own set of unique challenges. So if you're just getting started, if you don't have a huge bankroll, I don't recommend doing liquidation or doing clearance or buying a lot of retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. It's actually more of an advanced method. So to give you guys an idea, in our group, all the largest sellers, including myself, 99% of their items are pre-owned. They're buying lots of used items, they're grading them, so they're essentially eliminating the bottom third of the items that are not sellable at all. They're selling the top third on a site like eBay or Amazon, and then the middle third they're either selling to other resellers or they sell them at a discount on these same sites. So very, very different, but if you can operate in true resale, which in my opinion is pre-owned goods, it's going to be a lot less headaches. You're going to have a lot less issues with the brands. As you guys know, I was suspended on eBay. And again, not doing anything illegal, but irregular activity. So again, you want to avoid being irregular. Reselling pre-owned items is not irregular. It's pretty common actually. There's a whole secondhand economy that's exploding. If you guys have been following reselling, everything related to reselling is becoming more popular. Being minimalist, reusing things, repurposing things. This has all become very, very popular. So again, I would be part of that movement and not just selling clearance on liquidation. I can tell you also from experience, when you do buy those large pallets, I would say a lot of it is just disposable stuff, which is really, it's really difficult to get rid of. So appreciate you guys. Until next time, make progress daily.